Algorand has been making moves and not many people have been covering. But what we're going to be doing within this video is we're going to be showing you some really interesting news as it relates to Algorand. We're going to be starting off with the largest asset manager within the United Kingdom actually looking to leverage Algorand's blockchain through Archax. We were lucky enough to interview Graham Rodford, the CEO of Archax, last week. We'll be bringing that interview out for the following week, so in the week ahead of you once this video is released. It's Sunday when we're going to be releasing this video. He mentions Algorand in that video, so do watch out for that. Do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and of course whilst you're down there, like and a comment is always greatly appreciated. But that interview will be coming out next week where Algorand is spoken about briefly, and we of course know that Archax are utilizing Algorand, and he of course brought up the recent partnership between Aberdeen, Archax, and of course Algorand. They are tokenizing a Euro money market fund, which is a big deal. So we are going to be talking about that. We're also going to be looking at the fact that Algorand are already enabling a digital euro, a regulated digital euro, and have been commissioned to do so. We're going to be talking about some Mastercard news, and we're also going to be looking at a number of things in between. So this is absolutely a video not to miss. We haven't covered Algorand in a little while for no other reason than we've just simply been very busy. But Algorand is definitely a blockchain to watch. They have a lot of partnerships. They have an amazing founder, Silvio Macali, who is a Turing Award winner. Amazing team, and they really are, in many cases, leading the kind of technological revolution that is the blockchain industry. So without further ado, let's dive in to the video that we have for you. And let's start things off with, perhaps in my opinion, the biggest news to come out of last week. And that is Archax makes Aberdeen's PLC money market fund accessible to transfer on Algorand's blockchain using Quanta's Euro D electronic money token. So this is absolutely huge. Again, we did and were lucky enough to interview Archax's CEO, Graham Rodford, last week. We'll be bringing that out in the week ahead of you. So the week starting from Monday. This video is going out on a Sunday. I think it will probably come out on about a Tuesday. So do watch out for that. Do hit that subscribe button. Archax makes Aberdeen's money market fund accessible, transferable on Algorand's blockchain using Quarters Euro electronic money markets. This came out on the 26th, which is 2 days ago. Today, the Algorand Foundation, Archax, and Quanta's payment announced the first ever money market fund has arrived on Algorand following the issuance by Archax of tokenized interest in Aberdeen's $3.8 billion money market fund. Integrations between Quanta's payment and Archax allows for the use of Euro D electronic money on the Archax digital asset platform. Native no-code atomic settlements of Euro D fund markets, so that pair, in peer-to-peer secondary market transaction enables instant executions of independent transactions in a predefined order. Combining robust tokenized assets, on-chain digital money, and native atomic settlements, the partners have been able to illustrate the feasibility and efficiency of moving the end-to-end investment and cash settlement process on-chain, investment, asset transfer, trading, settlements, and distribution. So Graham Rodford, who of course we were lucky enough to interview the other day, who is the CEO and co-founder of Archax, comments saying this is now real momentum building for tokenized real-world assets, and yield-bearing regulated instruments like money market funds are at the forefront of this activity. Solving the cash leg of on-chain settlements has generally provided more challenges than the asset leg. And the use of digital native money like Euro D, which of course is facilitated on Algorand, can be an important tool to unlock the benefits that on-chain financial markets can bring. We are pleased to be working with Algorand and Quantas to deliver the improved transparency and efficiency that blockchain's DLT offers. So this is huge. We know that the world is going to become a tokenized one, certainly in regards to real-world assets and financial instruments. Larry Fink said that himself. There's potentially quadrillions of value out there to be brought on chain. Algorand is very much doing exactly that. They're in a very good position. We've seen them tokenize bonds and things for the Bank of Italy, of course, Silvio Macali's native country. I was lucky enough to be in the north of Italy just a few weeks ago. Beautiful country, right next to the Alps. Quite a polluted part, actually, of the world, believe it or not, which I found out. But we are seeing Algorand really be positioned as a fit-for-purpose, capable blockchain to kind of enable the tokenization of things. And we see some of the partnerships that they have really put them in, I think, a lead position, or one of the lead positions in regards to the tokenization of everything. And I think that's why Archax has decided to work with Algorand. Of course, we know, and this is older news, this came out in 2023, so towards the back end of last year, Qantas Payment launches EURD on the Algorand network. So not only do we have a money market fund coming and being tokenized on Algorand, we also have that EURD, which I believe was commissioned by the European Union, or certainly enabled. So it is important to note that EURD is not a cryptocurrency or stablecoin, but an electronic money token that is also distinct from the central bank digital currency. EURD is designed to be fully compliant with the markets in crypto regulation, so MiCA, which of course we've seen Tether fall victim to, which has brought comprehensive regulations to the issuance of electronic money on distributed ledgers. So this is huge. We know Algorand, certainly within Europe, I think are particularly well positioned. We have covered the sort of digital euro in a lot more detail. Qantas are an interesting company. They seem to really be sort of leveraging Algorand to enable what they're trying to enable, or to do what they're trying to do. You know, it's a great look for Algorand. And these were just two things that really came out, or certainly the Aberdeen Money Market Fund, Archax, and Algorand really came out last week. So I think it was, again, on the 26th, so it's sort of mid last week. We're covering it now. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is, of course, what's going on with Mastercard and Algorand. Now, this is a bit of an older partnership, but an interesting one all the same. And, of course, Algorand had their Decipher Barcelona, which I wish I was at. I'm kind of gutted that I didn't go. There's always next time. And I want to just play this clip talking about Mastercard and how they're integrating with the Algorand network for payments. I think one of the biggest use cases to come out of crypto right now is the facilitation of payments, the kind of stablecoin market. And I think certainly in Europe, Algorand is really pioneering that market and in a kind of lead position. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
Excited for many things. The asset inbox is a big thing. The HD wallets, it's a very, very big change for us. But most importantly, I'm excited because I will be able to use my credit card, my Pera wallet, to buy some real stuff. So the debit card, to me that will be a big change because it's fully on chain, and we partnered with Immersive, who is a principal partner of Mastercard. So it's a direct communication with Mastercard actually, and it's only possible on Algorand. Without Algorand, in any other blockchain, that implementation wouldn't work. It's a transparent, fully on-chain implementation. So technically, I'm excited. And also as a user, I am excited as well.
And when do you expect to come for that to launch?
Well, it's difficult to give dates, but in a couple of months, it will be ready. We are actively working on it right now, but it's a long process. And also, there are the App Store approval challenges. So I don't want to give a date.
Maybe we can give users here beta access for when it's ready.
Yes, for beta access in 45 days, we will have something.
Pretty huge, and this is what the cryptocurrency industry is still to really see, the sort of real-world implementation of it. I think Algorand is doing an amazing job of actually enabling that future, and we can see them become quite an obvious choice. Talking about them becoming quite an obvious choice, this is from Coinbase. Coinbase has enabled send and receive support for USDT. On Algorand, we are excited to keep expanding multi-network USDC availability. Even though I think stablecoins are going to lose dominance, certainly Tether, broadly because they're not a US regulated company, and USDC. I do think that the application of stablecoins is massive. I think that, that I loved that report from the sort of, was it the Wall Street Journal or one of them that essentially spoke about the role of stablecoins in regards to sort of staving off the debt collapse of the United States and other central banks throughout the world through essentially tokenizing or having a stablecoin that's backed by that debt and kind of furthering the use cases of dollars, euros through that. Maybe there's an Algorand sort of play and role to be played there. But it was a really jam-packed week for Algorand, and we wanted to cover it. We've not covered Algorand in a little while. However, it is making moves. There's so many partnerships that we've kind of left out that we need to catch up on. I just wanted to sort of cover, some of the big news that took place last week, like the fact that the largest asset manager in the world is tokenizing on Algorand. Sorry, not in the world, in the UK is tokenizing on Algorand. The majority shareholder in Aberdeen, by the way, is BlackRock, which is the largest asset manager in the world. I think we're going to see those dominoes start to fall, and we're still trying to get over a kind of regulatory hump. On that note, we did see within the Binance case, a judge ruled that BNB tokens sold on the secondary market did not constitute as securities, just like they saw with XRP. I think there's this real kind of win for crypto. We're getting little wins, but there's a big one coming, and I think Algorand's going to benefit from that. And it still shocks me to hear Gary Gensler's previous comments before becoming an SEC chairman on Algorand. His friend Silvio McCarley, Algorand doesn't constitute as this, that, the other. It's a capable blockchain that, blah, 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 and yet he's kind of trampled on it somewhat. On that note, I'm going to love and leave you. I hope you enjoyed this content as much as I enjoyed presenting it. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching, ladies and gents.